Good morning. First things first, I already recorded this whole damn video, crumpled up my damn paper, and threw it in this corner, and then TikTok decided to fuck off my video and say, something went wrong. Your video didn't record. Bruh. Now that I'm done throwing my fit, let's get to business. It is January 20th, 2022. Good morning, friends and fam of the page. I'm gonna break my phone one of these times. We had a good day. Nobody needed to use their AK. The filibuster remains the same as it was before, and also Biden's bullshit voting rights bill didn't go anywhere because it's not a voting rights bill. Thank you, come again. This is great news. I mean, bad news, but good news. There's been a couple fires in the Bronx, and it's been horrible, but heroes among the fire department are amongst us. Now, the thing that's notable about this is there were 17 people that died in a high-rise fire. It was a high-rise apartment building. Well, Cardi B is putting up the money for all 17 people's funerals. Now, I love to hate her. And I hate to love her sometimes. But thank you, Cardi B, for being human, for showing humanity. Thank you for helping these people. Thank you. DA Letitia James is on a witch hunt for Donald Trump's business dealings. Go figure, they couldn't get something, they're gonna go for something else until they get him. I don't think they're gonna get him. Russian President Vladimir Putin thinks that the United States is the new Soviet Union. And thanks to our potato in chief, he's not far off, is he? And we are in the worst inflation in 40 years, ladies and gentlemen. I think they're trying to get us to reach herd poverty before we reach that herd immunity they're looking for. Oh, and last week, I forgot to report that a 4-year-old got evicted from a Ronald McDonald House in Canada. Good job, guys. Good job. And the most important thing that you need to know today is that Canada is banning dog walking from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., to protect the people from the virus in the middle of the night. Trudeau! Now let's... Have a great day, everyone. You guys hear that Boris is done with these COVID restrictions? Yep. No more mask mandates. No more vax mandates. None of that. Mandates. There's been more mandates than gays at the club. Hey, let's talk a little bit about Alec Baldwin. He is facing more legal troubles, but this time it's not for shooting someone and claiming it was an accident. It's for defaming the family of a Marine killed in Afghanistan. So this Gold Star family is suing Baldwin for defamation. A fiance, 2 sisters. So Corporal McCullum was one of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan, right? So this guy's mother was really vocal in blaming Joe Biden and the administration for her son's death. Like, really, really vocal. So, knowing he had a fiance and a child on the way, I guess Baldwin was feeling generous and sent $5,000 to the fiance and the child. And I first want to say kudos to Baldwin because I never heard about this. So kudos to you for doing something good and not making it a publicity stunt or telling the world that you did it. Awesome. However, after McCullum's sister, the Afghani that's passed away's sister, went ahead and went to the January 6th rally, she posted a picture of it, in which she got a message from Baldwin. Aren't you the woman that I sent that money to? For your sister-in-law? And the baby? Oh, I didn't know you were a rioter and an insurrectionist. What? So now these women are suing Baldwin because of his big mouth. on social media. And I think that's what needs to happen with these big heads, these elite people, these scumbags who think they can run off at the mouth about common people, about things in politics that they absolutely know nothing about and refuse to look into in a legitimate way. So we'll see if Baldwin's going to settle out of court for allegedly being a dickhead. The rest of you might take a little bit of lesson from this and maybe shut your fucking traps and do your jobs, because it'll come out of your pockets too now that this is a precedent being set. Have a great night. Are you kidding me right now? I'm reading about this press conference because I really don't know if I can watch it, but I think I want to watch it because I want to do an experiment. You know me and my experiments. I want to do an experiment. I want to see how many times he says Trump's name in the press conference. Maybe I can find it online somewhere and I won't have to watch it. But I think I might pop some brain cells and bust the last nerve that I have if I try to watch that press conference in its entirety. But let me talk about this one thing that I had read first and foremost. So let me read it verbatim because I wouldn't want to misquote. Speaking of voting rights legislation, this is the question to the potato head. If this isn't passed, do you believe the upcoming election will fairly be conducted and the results will be legitimate? Okay, there. Biden responded, it all depends on whether or not we'll be able to make the case to the American people that some of this is being set up to alter the outcome of the election. I'm sorry, what did you say? He really said whether or not we'll be able to make the case to the American people that some of this is being set up to alter the election. And he went on to say that Republicans intended voter ID laws, to make sure that we know who's voting, those laws are intended to keep minorities from voting. What minority doesn't have ID and can't get to the voting booth? Come on, tell me. But there he is, spreading that goddamn division and hate again. Mr. Unified President. He goes and tells the American people, no matter how hard they make it for minorities to vote, I think you're going to see voters stand up and defy the attempt to keep them from being able to vote. Yeah, because they have IDs, Joe. They know how to get to the DMV, Joe. Fuck. That's all I can say about the legitimacy of the next election portion of this goddamn clown show. God, he gets on my nerves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know my wife would not turn on this press briefing last night. Okay, so now I'm on this statement right here. Are we ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Let's say right here. Can you think of any other president that has done as much in 1 year? Name one for me, Biden said. I'm serious. You guys talk about how nothing has happened. The president continued. He continued? I don't think there's been as much on any incoming president's plate as had a bigger menu on the plate I had given to me. I'm not complaining. I knew that running in. The fact of the matter is, we got an awful lot done, and there's more to get done. But let me ask a rhetorical question here. No, I won't. Okay, just to name a few, let's talk about 7 million new jobs, more than 3 times, and the government's projections. Middle-class family income raised nearly $6,000, more than 5 times during the previous administration. Unemployment reached 3.5%, which is the lowest in half a century. No big deal there. 40 months in a row with no job openings, with more job openings than job hirings. Jobless claims hit a 50-year low. Whoa, unemployment rates for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, Native Americans, veterans, individuals with disabilities, and those without a high school diploma all reached record lows, Joe. 7 million people got off food stamps under the 45. The bottom 50% of households saw a 40% increase in their net worth. Created 1.2 million manufacturing jobs that you took away your first day in office. Not to mention he appointed the first openly gay person. He signed an executive order for businesses to offer retirement plans to make it easier for them. I'm going on and on down this archives from the White House. There's tons of stuff. And I'm wondering what you've done. Besides kill 13 people, berate us with mandates, all those great stand-up people from the South coming and crossing our borders without permission, put our country in the worst economic position that we've been in 40 freaking years, Joe.
Listen, I know a lot of people don't like when I post this song, and they always report me. But I'm going to be real with you. These are the kind of values that people like Martin Luther King stood for. And this is just what I'm going to continue. So on that note,
don't call me black no more. Call me American. Call me American. That shit is making us racist. That shit is arrogant. That shit is arrogant. Don't call him white no more. Call him American. Call him American. American. That shit is making us racist. That shit is arrogant. That shit is...
Got nothing in my brain. Got nothing.